Hello.
Okay, great. Then we can start. So now, a quick recap of what has been happening between yesterday and today. So, as you may have noted, we've been trading mostly the AUD and the yen, I think. Dollar, yes. I think we also have traded quite a bit of DXY. But just a recap of the trades we've taken. Uh, Yesterday, we had quite a number. All right. And I think actually between yesterday and today, the market was a bit tough. Only that yesterday we may have gotten quite a swift ride from AUDs. So we sold, or rather, we were looking to sell GBP AUD and Euro AUD. And the reason is we had already done our 3 levels, 3 days of rise. And so we were looking for a reversal yesterday, right? Because that didn't happen on Wednesday. So the market opened here on Monday. All right. Then we had an inducement short. Then the market shifted. We had the first rise, the second level of rise, and the third level of rise. And this being our high, it was tapped on, this is yesterday London session. And so we were looking for actually a sell even during London. But you remember yesterday we had news on, I think, is it Euro? And it was very hostile. We took a short. I expected the market actually to sell off, but actually what we got was an inducement long, or rather they actually came to stop hunt the highs again. Then later on, New York is when we actually got to get a nice entry. Yesterday, if you remember, we took a sell somewhere around here and they started dropping it. The same happened to GBP AUD. They also gave us a sell. And for GBP AUD, the same reasoning was actually applying yesterday. So we had our 3 levels of rise. If you can look at it, level 1, level 2, and level 3. They failed to take out the high on Thursday. So we were looking to short the market during New York session. So this is why we took that sell. Today, if you're able to look at what is happening, the 50 and the 200 EMA have crossed, meaning that this particular work or this peak formation has been confirmed or locked. Okay, by locked, I mean that we do not expect the market to buy since we have this cross here. So I was looking to short. I took a short in the morning. We were in this trade. We went into some profit, but then they pulled back to a stop hunt here around the 200 EMA. And this is where now we took our second entry. And the same happened for Euro AUD. So we took a sell here. We expected a drop. They dropped for some time and then they pulled back all the way to 200 EMA. So this is where again we booked the second entry and it has gone down very nicely. We also had a trade on USD cut. Now with USD cut, you will notice that actually it's been trading at monthly highs. If you take your charts to the daily time frame, you will realize we were actually trading slightly above the monthly highs and we had the presence of the 200 EMA. So I was expecting this reversal to happen since yesterday, actually. I was expecting that reversal to happen. And looking at 1 hour, for the current week, we have seen what the market has done. So we opened here, made our weekly spread, induced shorts, then we pulled and then started buying. So what do you see here? We had our first level of rise, second level of rise, and then the third level of rise was issued right here. Today was all a stop and from mere manipulation. And we took a shot at, I think, 39,200. 39,200 was our entry, somewhere around here. Then when news have come in, we have seen this huge drop towards the 200 EMA, I mean the 800 EMA. So technically that is what we've traded today. But I wanted to just reiterate the importance of understanding what is happening in the market, even as we take those trades, so that you're not left behind. You don't just take a trade and you just execute just for the sake of executing. Go and ask yourself, why are we taking this trade? Why are we putting our stop loss here? For instance, we took Euro AUD and GBP AUD shorts, right? So this was a trade right here. Now, we always talk about the pattern. The pattern. So we had this presence of the 200 EMM 15 minutes charts, it's level 2.09. Of course, is a key banks level. And we had this sort of pattern forming here. This is a double top if you look at it keenly. So let me show you how it's appearing. So we have the market tap the 200 EMA, they reverse with this red candle, they push it up again, this green candle, we get a roll track, they close. The moment they close and we get into this blue box here, this is all accumulation for contracts to go short. And what we're expecting is that immediately out of this box, we are going to sell off. So they took their sweet time before they did that, but we have gotten quite nice drop and hitting our take profit in that process. And the same thing, we can see it from Euro AUD. Actually, Euro AUD didn't really move as much as I really anticipated. I was looking at it as even a better perfect setup because we had this work here and then we had our formation confirmed right here. Our short was coming in here, right? Our short was coming in here. If you remember, by the time I was taking this particular trade, we didn't have this work, okay? We only had this one here, this mini M formation by the hammer. This is what I was shorting, right? But then they took their sweet time, they stopped hunted high, then they reversed, and it started now going in our direction. What I expected is a huge drop from here, but they have held it for whatever reason. The other one was GBP JPY. With GBP JPY, just 1 minute, let me try and wipe out my board here. Okay, so with GBP JPY, first and foremost, let's go to 1 hour. So the week opened here, they induced high, then they started selling, right? So we had our level 1 drop, our level 2 drop, our level 3 drop, and then they bounce off right after the 800 EMA. Now, from here, what we can see is them pushing up, right? First level, then pushing up again, second level, push up again, third level, right? But now, at the point I was giving this trade, what I was looking at is them selling off this particular psychological level, right? Because technically, the trend is bearish, right? The trend is currently bearish. So I was looking for a short right here because this is where the liquidity was coming in. Secondly, the pattern was issued on 15 minutes, right? So they first of all issued a pattern during London. Let me try and see if I can show you that. So we had this pattern form here. This is our M formation. The stop loss was going above. Then they stop hunted the pattern, right? They stop hunted the pattern and reissued the structure, which was issued right there. So this is where we were selling. The stop loss was going right above here. If you can remember, if you go and look at what was happening, the stop loss was right here. And what happened? They manipulated, tried to even come very close to a stop loss. But then when the news have come, we have seen this entire drop and we've booked our profit in the process. So now I wouldn't say today was quite smooth because we've had, I think, about 2 or 3 stop losses hit. But generally, we have made a good amount of money in the entire week. I think this is today was the day we've had the most of the entire profit we made for the week. So I want now to share something else. You guys remember we said that for you to be able to just 1 minute. Very good. So for you to be able to be in sync with what is happening, you have to follow our Telegram communication because this is the information that is driving the entire trading challenge forward. And first and foremost, it's about the daily income channel, this one here. Okay, you guys are doing it wrong. I appreciate the effort. This is Alex. Alex, I appreciate this. This is very good. Only that, remember, like I told you, I don't want all those activities. I don't want you editing this area. I don't want you editing this area. I don't want you editing this area. The only place you're going to edit is the profit you've made for that particular day, which you're going to record here, right? And then the total lot size you've traded for that day, you are going to record here. So you will look at your number of trades you've taken. You're going to add the lot size. If the lot size is 0.25, you're going to record here 0.25. If the total lot size you've taken is 0.4, you're going to record here 0.4. And then here, these are the 2 areas you're recording things, right? You are not going to record how much money you've made. Remember, we are trying to track the days, not the amount of money we are making, okay? We will know amount of money we are making when we mark the days as cleared, okay? When we mark the days have cleared. So if today I have made $27, like right here, for instance, I will come and mark that profit of $6 has been made, and I mark that day. I feel that day, and I highlight it so that it's actually get behind or marked or ticked as done in my brain, right? The second one, the same. If I have a surplus, if I realize that today I've made $30, but for me to meet the 3 days, 1, 2, 3, I needed $21 and I made 25, I will record the surplus right next to the last particular row that I actually filled, like the way I've done it here. So in my account right now, I'm at 163 point something, which now means that I have marked all the way up to day 9 and I have a surplus of $4.26. So if tomorrow I come and I make again another $10, I will fill this day and I will still move forward with my balance of 4.26 until I get to utilize it in full, right? So what I'm seeing you guys do is okay, only that and now here is another challenge. Some of us are being left behind. So I don't know, we may be busy with our own things. We may be busy at work. We may be, so I cannot blame you. But you see now, if we were talking of $500, $1,000 and you are booking a zero, you see the net effect is going to be a very, very big issue for you because you're not going to realize the particular target or the goal that we have for the entire challenge. For this particular issue here, like I said, leave this alone, leave this alone, leave this alone. The only place you're going to feel is this, the amount of money you've made and the lot size you've used, right? This is actually been confusing me a bit, but no worries. So I hope you understand. Don't edit anything else other than for these two areas, the lot size that you've used for that day and the amount of profit you've made. If you realize that you made $30 and you have booked day 7, day 8, and day 9, and you still have a surplus of $1, you record it here. So even if you make $50, you're going to fill in 10.4 here. That is the target for that day, and it's been done. Then target for 10.75, it's been done. Target for 11.39, and you highlight those days I have as I have done here. So that now in your mind, you know, in our 90 days, we are already so far done with, I think most of us are already at day 8 or day 9. Okay, personally, I'm at day 9 because probably I'm able to close earlier before you because I'm the one who is able to see the things happen. But most of you should be between day 8 and day 9, right? Somewhere around there. Okay, so it means that so far for the week, we've done about 59 or 60% for most of us of the account, which is a good thing because, I mean, if that is going to be the progress, then we may even realize our goal even much more earlier. The other thing is about risk management. Okay, like I was saying earlier, always ensure before you execute that trade, you actually look at the lot size that I've said we open with. For every trade that we are taking, I'm saying how much lot size we are going to use. Here is 0.05. And for this particular trade, we said it's going to be 0.5 for GBP JPY. So there is someone who made a mistake and executed with 0.2 lots. This is a very big one. If this was going to be a loss, like we had some losses earlier, if this was going to be a loss, then you would have lost a lot of money, right? So I don't want that because I want strict risk management. We cannot make money if you are going to be making $10 and losing $10, right? So be very careful when you're executing those trades so that you do not get to pull yourself behind when others are moving forward. So let's be very careful when we are executing those orders. The other thing is about the journal. There's someone who's been very consistent in doing their journal. I say this entire experience has to be recorded. You have to remember, always try as much as you can to fill in your trading journal so that you can always go back and see how you are growing the account during the entire process. And I believe at the end of the day, this is going to help you even much more because our main goal here is not just to make the money, as we've been saying, is to actually grow as a trader, to become better than you are right now. Right? So if you don't discipline yourself to be feeling this, I know it's tiring. I know no one wants to do all this work. All right. We've taken 3, 4, 5 trades. You feel like it's a lot of work to come and fill in here. All right. But that's the same way you are going to find yourself in issues. If you are not willing to commit yourself to that small process right there, that's where the issues are going to come from. So anyway, I think so far we've been doing so well. Unless you guys have a question in regard to the market, in regard to the challenge itself, then I will give you some time so that we can respond to it. And going back to trading. So if anyone has a question, I'm giving you 2 minutes. Put it in the chat box.
Also for the label, so daily growth is supposed to be 6%. And so if we get it
Now,
earlier,
yeah. Say it again,
yes,
Alex.
so if we get it earlier, we're just going to put it forward. For example, we put as if we covered Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday as well for the next week.
So now this is the thing. Let me take you back here just 1 minute. So let's assume I will take this one because this is the one, this is mine. So now you realize that the current week we've done, it has 5 days anyway, right? But we have done day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, they are all done. And we moved on to book day 6, day 7, day 8, and myself day 9, meaning that I have done all the way up to next week on Thursday. I'm done. Even if I said I'm not going to trade, I am done with this challenge all the way up until next week on Thursday. But you realize we are trading every day, and so we are able to push ourselves even more. But like I say, the most important thing for you is to track your progress by how much you have achieved. And that is going to eliminate the number of days that we have actually, we have to trade, right? So for instance, in this case, if I was actually looking at day number 10, day number 11, I would need to do between 20.8, $21, right? So if I did $30, I'll come and mark here day number 10 and day number 11, and the balance, I would put it right next year so that tomorrow, if I come and fill it up, I book again day number 13. So it doesn't necessarily matter which particular day you are on. The most important thing with this record is for you to track your progress along the way, how fast you're growing, and you're able to tell yourself if our goal is to do this in 90 days, but so far we have done already the goal for 8 days already. It means that we have about 82 days remaining, right? So meaning that in 1 week, we've done the work that we could have done for 10 days or 9 days. But in terms of the percentage you're looking for, we are growing at an average rate of 6%. This should be our objective. All right, 6%. Like, for instance, today, in the morning before the trades we took with Euro AUD and GBP AUD, sorry, bounced back, we could have booked that profit. Unfortunately, I was not on my decks. I was not able to see them reverse. So, but if it had already reached 6%, which means that for your day, you are already at 179. You close that particular trade, right? But generally, because the market has the potential to pay us even more, the market can give us maybe $20, $30 from the trades we are taking. You never know. Like today, we've made, I think, averagely 30, personally, I made about $28, $30 thereabout. But maybe if we closed early, we wouldn't be able to book that particular profit, right? That's why I'm saying that sometimes it's good for us to hold and just wait and see how much more we can get to squeeze from the market. But generally, yes, we are doing about 6% per day of our account, which is, well, to some people, it may sound crazy, but it's doable, it's achievable. We've done that so far. That doesn't mean that we're not hitting stop loss or we're not encountering challenges. Like, for instance, if I look here, you can see we have quite a number of losses, stop losses that have been hit. But generally, there is good performance. When we are losing $2, 1.5, 2, which is okay, because the next one trade that we win wipes out the entire loss and we're able to move forward. So the market behaves differently each day. So it's about us to keep on readjusting and knowing how we are going to size our positions and manage our risk properly to ensure that we're on the safe side. I hope I have answered you, Alex.
Yes, yes.
Awesome. Any other question? Any other question? Any other question? Okay. If there are no questions, then I'll go back to the MetaTrader just for 1 minute. So this is the thing. When I give a trade or a signal, and I say that, for instance, I want you guys to take a sell right here. Okay. I want you to take a sell right here. And then I want you to put your stop loss right there. Okay, so it means that you as a trader, because like for instance, this trade was, the stop loss was at 39,300. It was at approximately 10 pips difference, right? So it means that that was the entry right there. So if you look at this trade, the way I have placed it, you will be asking yourself, what am I seeing when I'm giving this trade? Okay, what is it that I'm seeing when I'm saying that we sell? So probably many people would have thought we are going to go up, or we are buying, because of course USD card, technically, if you follow the textbook that you've been taught with, it was saying we buy, right? But what happened is the market went down, right? Averages were saying we are long. Everything was telling you we are buying, but I was saying we sell. All right. So sometimes these signals that I'm giving, they will make you think. Okay, so you go to your charts, mark that trade how I have placed it, and now start asking yourself. And especially if you have these templates on your PC, then start asking yourself why I'm giving that trade, why I'm putting that stop loss right there, and all those things, so that you're able to grow along the signals, not just a matter of executing the signals. All right. So far so good. I don't have much I can say right now. It's a weekend. It's been a very, very good week. I would believe so. 59%, 60% is something that no one would believe that you can achieve in a week, right? So it's a reason for you to go out and celebrate and start even visualizing us being now at 500%, 1000%, and even the 2000%. And the time we are getting to the 10,000 mark, this is the weekend for you to go and live that moment. Okay, and visualize it, because it's coming, and now you need to refuel your discipline, you need to refuel your energy, treat yourself to that weekend, so that on Monday you come strong, you come energized, and you come ready to hit it again and again and again until we realize great results for next week. Okay, any question before I call it out? Okay. Okay, great. So I appreciate your time, guys. Thank you very much for making time for this meeting. It's really not taken for granted. I know you've probably had to pause your personal activities for you to be here. So thank you so much. I hope, and I look forward to seeing you next week in the market. So take care of yourself, take care of your families, and be happy and have a nice weekend.